Today I'm here to show you my 1.14.2 block hunt game. This is made with command block, so it's entirely in vanilla Minecraft. Um, you might not be able to see where I am right now. That's because I am indeed hiding as a block. I'm this workbench here. Um, yeah, so the way I've added this in with command blocks is I've added an item specifically for this. It's called the transform item. You can see it here. The description tells you how to use it. Drop to transform into the block below you. And so what this will do is if I'm standing on a block that I want to transform into, say I want to become this furnace, I can just drop the slime ball. It'll say transformation success and turn me into that block. I can also turn into a bookshelf, or I can turn into a TNT. And I've added 7 blocks in this game that you can turn into. There's a section at the end of this video to show you how to customize which blocks you can and can't turn into, and as well as to add your own maps into this, or to import this into other maps. Workbenches, hay bales, and melons. But that'll be at the end of the video. For now, I just want to show you how to play the game. So you can see that the slime ball is visible when I'm walking around. So it might be a good idea to, once you hide, to kind of put that away so it's less conspicuous. But yeah, the other mechanics of the game, let's see. For blocks, if you're walking around, and I'm going to switch to adventure mode, which is the mode you'll be playing in, to show you this. But you can see that my XP level is set to 5 every time I walk or every time I run. So if I stand still for a second, it'll count down, and then it'll say hidden, and I'll align to the grid at this point. And now what I can do from this point is, as long as I don't walk or run, I can do anything else. I can jump, I can shift walk, and it'll keep me aligned to the grid. I can even transform into other blocks. So if I, for example, want to transform this TNT, you can see that I'm completely aligned to the grid, and I'm a TNT. But if I walk again or run again, it'll reset my level to 5 until it counts down. Now you might be wondering what this string is in my inventory. This is the meow. You might be familiar with it if you've played Block Hunt on some servers. But basically all you have to do is drop it, and it'll create a meow sound. You don't have to be near a cat. I'm just meowing at that cat. So every time I drop this, and everyone in the vicinity can hear this. So hunters can hear it. Other blocks can hear it. But yeah. So that's it for blocks. If you try to transform into anything that you can't transform into, it'll just tell you transformation failed, and you'll get your transform item back. But yeah. So let's go over what it's like for hunters. Hunters will spawn, for now in my map, they spawn over here by the lobby. This is the lobby. But right now, they just spawn in here, and once the blocks have their 30 seconds to hide, they'll have to come find them and kill them to win. Otherwise, the blocks win when 5 minutes are up. But the hunters have one advantage over the blocks, and once 1 minute hits, so 60 seconds are left, then this bell will activate, and it'll say the bell is ready to use. And what the hunters can do is they can come over here and ring the bell, and you'll see what happens. Oh, well, maybe it would help if I'm actually on the block team here. But basically what happens is this bell allows the hunters to see where the blocks are for 2 seconds. And then it has a cooldown of 20 seconds. So 20 seconds from when I hit it, it should say the bell is ready to use again, and I can hit it again. This is a global cooldown, so you can see that I'm visible for 2 seconds. And this is for all the blocks, they're all visible. But it is a global cooldown, so if anybody hits the bell, block or hunter, then it'll need 20 seconds to cool down again. This means that in a perfect ideal world, you'll get 3 uses out of the bell, one at 60 seconds, one at 40 seconds, and one at 20 seconds. And you can see that it says it again in the chat there. The bell is ready to use. Yeah. So that's it for my block hunt game. In the next section of the video, I'll go over how to change the blocks that are available for transformation, and also to change the map. But thanks for watching. The world description is always in the description, as you're free to download and play the game. Thank you very much. In this part of the video, we'll be going over how to change the map and to change these transformable blocks in the game. Right now I'm in the lobby. You can see that there's one area for hunters, one area for blocks, and one area for random. These are just for changing your team. And this is the start game button. Pretty self-explanatory, but if I go behind this wall with the mural on it, this is where I hide all the redstone. Not hidden very well, mind you, but you can see here that there's some gold blocks placed around with signs on them, and these are the blocks you want to pay attention to when you're going to do any customization. I've left this guide here which goes over everything I'm about to talk about in this part of the video, but I'll just go over it by telling you. So the first thing I'm going to go over is how to change the map. And so whenever you're changing the map, there's one thing you need to conserve, and it's just all this redstone here. Basically anything from this block all the way to x equals 807, which I've marked here. So anything behind this that includes like this whole, section of command blocks here, you just either import that into your own map, or you'll want to get rid of everything else and just keep this and then import your map into this area here that I have walled off. Or any further than that. It doesn't have to be that size. But the only thing you want to change if you're doing the map is come down to the bottom level here and just change the area that says Team Hunter spawn point, and go in these command blocks and change these coordinates to the coordinates of wherever you want the hunters to spawn. And these coordinates should match each other, but they don't have to. It'll just be funky if they don't. And then this one here, you want to change it for the team blocks. Just change these coordinates to wherever you want the blocks to spawn, and that's it. Now you've changed the map. Now I'll go over how to change the transformable blocks, and that's a little more tricky. You'll want to come up to this third level here, and find all eight blocks that you can transform into. And pay attention to these three rows here. This one, and this one. These are the three rows that you're going to be working with when you're changing the blocks to, or adding blocks in this case. And all you have to do is take these 6 command blocks here. I've marked them, the command blocks required at the end of transformable blocks. Just take these and move them out of the way for a bit. You can clone them over or use some world editing tool to move them. But all you want to do is you want to add another row of these command blocks here. So these chain command blocks, just add a row. And ideally I'd move this and put one here too. And just copy and paste this code into the next one down. And you'll want to change some text here. Just change this to the name of the block that you're doing. So for example, if I want to transform into dirt, I can just change this into dirt. And then go a little bit left here, and you want to change this, this where it says transform equals near the beginning. Just change that integer to the next one up. So 7 becomes 8. I can do the same thing here. I can copy this, paste it into here, and change melon to whatever block I am doing right now. Come over here and change transform into 8. And I would do the same thing over here, but this command is a little bit different. Here the 7 is all the way on the right, so I could change that to 8. And then I want to go over here and find Minecraft Melon again, and just change that to dirt. And, that's it. So that would be in this row, obviously, and then this whole row here would be dirt. If you want to remove some of the blocks and just replace them with your own blocks, you can just do that by editing the name in here. You don't have to change the score. So each row has one integer assigned to it, 0, 1, 2, 3, row 4, row 5, row 6, row 7, and this is row 8. And then once you're done, just take these 6 command blocks and make sure you paste them back at the end of this row. So these would move one row down if you add a row in like this, and make sure that, that all the code is conserved in there. But yeah, once you do that, you should be good to go. Thanks for watching. As always, the world download is in the description, and I hope you enjoy Block Hunt in vanilla.